Hi, my name is Shahan, and today we are going to talk about Suleiman the Magnificent, the best sultan in the world, and judging by that, the biggest brain in the world. And let's get going. Dun dun dun! Okay, so who is Suleiman the Magnificent anyways? Well, first of all, Suleiman the Magnificent was a man who was called the lawgiver, and he was really fair. He never even cheated. He never killed people without evidence. If he thinks some evidence are fake, he would conscript it, and if the person is innocent, he never kills it. If it is guilty, he just kills it. But at first, he just got swore, and then later on. First, after his father Suleiman the Stern, Salim the Stern, died, he was outraged. He wasn't outraged, but as he became sultan, he followed his father to his final resting place. And he said, as a first act as sultan, a mosque should be built around his father, and he would honor his father. He would honor his father as always as he would. And then later he knew that other people, some people will try to kill him because try to think that he's weak because all of his justness. So he said, "Off with their heads," but not all of them, just some of them, just the guilty ones. And there was not allowed to have fake evidence. Only the emperor is allowed to make sure that anything is fake evidence. So yeah, let's get on. Later, Suleiman the Magnificent will get just a part of his people die, and just the other part without anything else. He was very popular among the people, except the people who want him dead, and he slain those guilty people, because he really did not like them. And the later Suleiman the Magnificent would have a lot of sieges, and Constantinople was just added, and also Egypt was just added to the Ottoman Empire just a generation ago. His father Salim Stern conquered it for the empire. However, his father only conquered south, but he will conquer north, all the way to Europe. He will unify the countries of Europe and make a European empire. Yes, really. He was determined to do it. And one day he went out to fight the Austrians in Vienna. However, that didn't turn out to be good, so yeah, as you might know, it didn't. So yeah, that's it. And later he was able to conquer a lot of Europe, and he even made some allies with it. But yeah, it didn't turn out. Yes, it turned out a bit. And some people he meant to siege allied with him. And later he went out to Vienna, Austria, and then when it snowed, he knew it was the end, and he knew that this was the farthest that they can go. Nothing can keep them moving on. So he set out his sights back south, and he said that he would just conquer some Persian places, and then later Suleiman the Magnificent would get his last. Suleiman the Magnificent will get his last ever siege, and he will die there. Yes, he'll die there unexpectedly. As he lay down in his siege, too old to even mount and command the army. He lay down, he closed his eyes, and then he didn't know how much time will pass, but time will pass, and then he will open his eyes with faces bending down on him, or he will just be alone except for his guards. His last visions were this. He first saw his oldest son, Mustafa, and he wanted to First he found this little friend who he changed him into the prime minister, called Ibrahim. And Ibrahim said, "I know you're scared, but there was nothing we can accomplish together." and later Suleiman phased out. And then there was Suleiman's oldest son, Mustafa. He loved him. He could have been a greater sultan than he was. He wanted to give him his golden sword. Where was it? No, he wanted to say something to him. Be good to your brothers. Be good to your brothers. And then his last vision was this. He saw his wife, Roxolana, his favorite wife, Roxolana, as she was when he saw in his youth. And he tried to reach out for her, and she put a finger to her lips. Shh, shh, shh. You're almost done. And then later, that was the last phasing. And then he died, and he joined the rest of his family. Only the Selim II was left. Selim II became the successor of, well, Suleiman the Magnificent, but he wasn't a very good one. He wasn't even good at poetry as his father was. So yeah, that concludes our end of this video, and I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and hit the bell button to also not miss any of my videos. And well, I'm out. Peace! Bye-bye.